did you know that there's something you're doing that's actually stopping the clients who want to work with you from actually working with you? There's something that you're doing that's stopping those ready to buy clients from actually buying. Welcome to this podcast. This is exactly what I'm going to be talking about. I'm Yasmin, Vorajee, the creator of Tiny Time Big Results, where I help freedom-loving solopreneurs to grow and scale their 20-hour week business through the power of magnetic messaging. And in today's episode, I want to talk to you about what it is that you're doing that's repelling those ready-to-buy clients. So let's get straight into this, right? Because I know you want that steady stream of clients, those people who are a dream to work with, the people who are, open to what you're doing, they value what you do, they are happy to pay your fees. They're just like, yeah, I'm ready to do this. Like, you've worked with people before, and they've been really engaged, and it's just a dream, right? And I'm sure you've worked with people who have not been a dream as well. So you know that you want more of those people who are your dream client, your perfect fit client, but you're not getting enough of them, right? Or when they come, it's like dribs and drabs, and you're thinking, how do I nail this so I'm actually attracting those people? They're ready to buy, and they buy, right? So let's think about what ready to buy clients actually means, right? So we've talked a little bit about in terms of like, they love what you do. They get your transformation, right? If you're a coach or an expert, you're selling your talents, your gifts, your experience, your expertise. And the person who's coming to buy from you gets what you do. They love it. They think this is exactly what I need, right? And so they're like, yeah, let's do this. Let's do, right? And then they go, oh, actually, I'm not so sure about this now. And it might not even be anything that you said or wrote or anything, but they're just getting a sense that there's something not quite right. You probably had that experience as well with other people. Maybe you were about to hit the purchase button and then you went, about this one, right? And the truth is, this is probably the hardest bit to master when it comes to magnetic messaging, right? Because one of the common things I hear when I talk to my clients and my community about, making sure that you're really attracting those perfect fit clients and creating your messaging and your marketing so that you're just talking to them. And they're like, I don't want to exclude everybody else. I want to include everybody. And I don't want to feel like I'm being exclusive because I'm excluding. But hold on a minute, right? The problem is when you go broad and you're trying to talk to everybody, you're talking to nobody, right? I've said that like a million times before. So whether you've been in my world for a while or you're brand new, listen, this is what I say. If you're trying to speak to everybody, you're speaking to nobody. And in magnetic messaging, what you really want to be thinking about is, how do I get my messaging so on point that I am magnetizing the right people, the perfect fit clients, and I'm repelling the others, right? So you want to do that very deliberately. You want to magnetize and you want to repel very strategically. You do this through your content, through your offers, through your messaging, your marketing. You can do that. However, right, and this is the bit that I want you to really pay attention to, right? When you're trying to attract those perfect fit clients, but there's something that's just stopping them from actually hitting go and saying, let's do this, send me the payment link, etc. Right? Do you know what that is? That's actually you. It's who you're being, right? If there's a part of you that thinks, oh God, they're going to be really disappointed when they come and, buy my thing, and then they're going to like think it's rubbish. They're going to think that I was full of myself and it's all style and no substance, right? As soon as you start to doubt and wobble with your level of confidence, your certainty, it's game over, right? This is actually stopping your ready to buy clients from actually buying, right? That perfect fit client, you've got the vision of them, they're like just there and like, oh, I can just touch them, right? In a good way. But they are holding back. And the truth is that a large part of that is nothing to do with your strategy. Nothing to do with the emails that you're writing, but it's about who you're being internally, right? Energetically, you are repelling them. I was recently delivering my 4-day course, the Ready to Buy Revolution. And this is one of the things that we talked about was what attracts those amazing clients and what actually repels them, right? And when I think about what attracts my Ready to Buy clients to me, into my world, right? Got a couple of points here that I want to share with you, right? So one of the things is confidence. Like you literally ooze it from every single pore. It's just flowing out of you, right? That level of confidence is so darn attractive, right? Second thing is certainty, where people are just like, oh my God, she absolutely can do what she's saying that she can, because you are embodying that level of certainty, and that is as magnetic as anything, right? And your results focus. You talk about the results that someone is going to get. So when I talk about my course multiplier, that course is going to teach you how to multiply your income and your impact through building a magnetic messaging system that scales, even when you're only working 3 to 4 hours a day like I do, right? I'm going to help you build a magnetic messaging system that's going to help you to multiply your income and impact, right? I've got clients who've done this program and they're like, yeah, look at me. I am making money from my offers. I am marketing. I am magnetizing those dreamy clients through the skills and the strategy that you learn, but also through the energy work that we do, right? I'm a qualified hypnotherapist, and I know that there is so much going on for us within our heads that's stopping you, right? It's absolutely stopping you from attracting those amazing clients, right? So on the one hand, you're attracting them by being confident, not cocky or arrogant, but you're being confident. You're oozing that level of certainty around what it is that you help people to do. And that's really important. That's a big part of it. And your result focus, you're talking about the results. You're not being broad. You're not being all generic, right? But here's 3 things I'm going to share with you that actually stop you from being magnetic, right? That actually does repel people. And they're probably thinking, I don't even know why, but I just don't feel like I just don't feel it, right? First of all, victimhood. What do I mean by that? Nobody wants to buy my stuff. Nobody wants to buy. My audience never buys anything. My audience are just freebie hunters. You get the gist. You've probably heard other people saying this. Maybe you even said it yourself, right? It's such an air of victimhood, right? And I'm not saying that to be like mean or anything like that. It goes, right? When you get really upset and you think, oh, no one wants to buy my stuff. And, and the truth is that as creators in this economy, we have to earn people's attention, right? This isn't just something that you're automatically privileged to get. You have to earn it. And, anytime I have that thought and I think, okay, the alternative is you go and work in corporate, like I did for 12 years before I started my business, never see my kids, be working, building somebody else's dream, or I can just do this and actually really put in the work to help me to build my dream, right? So victimhood, nobody wants to buy my thing, right? That's really repellent, right? Because if you're not standing in your power and saying, like, even if you get one person buying your thing, you're like, oh my God, this is amazing. I remember a couple of years back, I did a 5-day challenge. And on the last day, like I'd had a reasonably good attendance. Like, it's very difficult to hold people's attention for a long period of time. But I remember on the last day, I did a masterclass. One person showed up, right? One person showed up live, and I could have gone, oh, what's the point? I don't need to do this. But you know what? I didn't. I behave when I'm doing my sessions, and even now when I'm recording this, I behave as if I've got like 1,000 people in front of me and they all want to hear what I'm saying, right? Because that really impacts my energy, right? At the end of that masterclass, she bought a 3K package, right? I'm willing to show up and do that if I'm going to make 3K from a package. Are you? Right? So that's the first thing, victimhood. Secondly, confusion. When you don't have that clarity around your messaging, the problem you solve, who your level 10 client is, that confusion has you spinning, and that is not attractive because you're communicating to the world you don't know what you're doing. You don't know what you're doing, and you shouldn't buy my stuff because I don't really know what I'm doing, right? Go to her over there. She knows way more than I do, right? I had a client say that to me recently, and I was like, why are you saying that? Like, it doesn't make any sense, because you are unique. You are powerful in your messaging, but if you have that level of like weirdness and ickiness around you and you are so confused, it's not going to sell. Okay. And the third thing is misalignment. Like, in terms of what you're offering, there's a lack of alignment, a lack of integrity, a lack of embodiment with what you're doing. Like, for a long time, I really, really struggled with this myself, right? And I was just like, oh, this is why something didn't feel right. And, you know, this is a real journey that you kind of think, okay. And do you know what I think is at the heart of it is that when you are in that space of, I should be marketing to this, but that's not really my zone of genius. My zone of genius is over here. The prevailing thought behind that is, I'm not good enough. What I know is not good enough. I've got to be over here. But actually, that's not my zone of genius. My zone of genius is over here. But this isn't enough. This isn't good enough. And that's the feeling. But the truth is that aiming at or marketing to the thing that you're actually not aligned to is not going to get you results. Aligning to your zone of genius and really fully owning it, oh my goodness, that is what is going to make you as magnetic as anything, right? A magnetic AF, I'm not going to swear, magnetic AF, right? That is the stuff that sells day in, day out. So I want you to take a moment today and I want you to think about this. Like, are you swirling around in a soup of confusion, misalignment, lack of embodiment, victimhood? Or are you showing up with confidence, with certainty, focusing on the results, really staying in your zone of genius? Because that's where the magic is. And honestly, business can be so magical when you have that clarity, when you are aligned, when you are the embodiment of what it is that you are actually offering. And that's exactly what we're going to be doing in the multiplier course. This course is a powerful course that's going to really help you to tap into your zone of genius and turn that into the most amazing, simple, and yet lucrative business, right? You're going to be magnetizing those perfect fit clients. You're going to shift your identity within from the person who's like, oh, I don't know if I can do this, to like, heck yeah, let's do this, right? And this isn't just a course. This is a course where you get 12 months of support from me, right? From me, not another coach in my team or anything like that. From me, right? Every month, you're going to get a coaching call with me, right? Every month, you're going to get a deep dive and an implementation session. So part of the magnetic messaging system is all about creating digital assets that do the heavy lifting for you. I am going to work with you to get those up and running and working for you, right? This is about accountability, but not in a weird way like me going, have you done your homework? No. This is about you saying, these are the results that I want to get. I want to multiply my income. I want to make more money. I want to reach more people. And I want to do it in a way that allows me to still have that beautiful lifestyle, right? That's what Multiply is all about. And I would love to welcome you into the course. If you click below, you'll see the links to come and find out more about the program and all the amazing goodies that you get when you enroll. So I really want you to take this to heart, okay? You're doing something. If you're not getting enough ready to buy clients, there's something that you're doing that's repelling them, but that is completely and easily fixable. All right, my lovely. I've so enjoyed hanging out with you today, and I will see you the next time. Take care. Bye.